morning, everybody. Billy with Wild Bill's Fishing here. Today is July 6, 2019. We have been itching to go fishing, so we're going to head to Table Rock, see if we can get in on some crappie. Water temperature from my last report has been around 82 degrees. That should put our crappie somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 foot. Maybe a little deeper, but this is kind of a transitional temperature. Somewhere around 80 degrees is when them crappie start going deeper. I have caught fish as shallow as 12 feet in 84 degree water, but as soon as that water hits 87, they're definitely going down for deeper water. And if you don't know, the fish aren't looking for colder water, but that colder water holds more oxygen, and that is why the fish will go deeper. So let's see what we can get in on. Let's go fish.
Those three dead cedars that are clumped together, I call them the three amigos. And yep, right in front of us, between us and that buoy, around that buoy, is the next brush pile. What it is there's a bunch of dead trees that stand. They didn't cut them down when they built the lake, and so it's what we call standing timber. But there's, of course, just dead stobs now. Someone has tied some cedar trees to those stobs. My crappie nibbles seem to be extra moist. I'm going to let them dry out a little bit, because they're wearing off the hook awful fast. Smell them?
No, I just
Oh, see how my line went slack? That's a fish. I felt him tug it, but my line went slack, and he hit pretty shallow. Dude, this is going to be a keeper here. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. See how fast he hit? They usually don't mess around. Good night. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. This is what we're after right here, Paul. Yeah, he was probably no more than 10 feet. There you go, YouTube. Me and Paul. Look at there. First one, hopefully. And when your jig's falling, watch your line. If you see it bounce, like right there, I just felt something, but I think it was the brush pile. But if you see your line bounce and you didn't necessarily feel anything, or if you see slack, ease up on it. Could be in a brush pile, could be in a fish's mouth, in my hand. Perfect, man. That's a good spot right there. Oh, I felt it, seen slack.
Ooh, look at that one.
He's a good one. He's barely hooked. Barely hooked. Get over here. That's another thing about these long poles. It's so hard to get close to that crappie. Oh, there you go, YouTube. Another black crappie, speckled. So, awesome. Number 2, 28 to go. Now watch. This is what a lot of people don't do. Go right down into the heart, the belly of the beast. But a good crappie fisherman is not afraid. We're trying to put together a pattern. We know we've caught 2. We've been sitting in 20 to 25 foot of water, and they're hitting in about 10 to 12. And so we use this to try to figure out what brush pile we want to fish next. Because he hit it when it come to the bottom. He don't make no keeper, I don't think. Oh, slow down. Whoa, slow down there, Speedy. Oh, yeah. He ain't gonna be no keeper. He's only about 8 inches or so. So we're gonna let this little guy go. Don't you tell anybody we're up here, or I will catch you again and make you regret it. He hit deeper, 15 foot, right on top of that brush pile. Oh, that one might be a keeper. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, just barely. He's just lucky. He's gonna get off if I ain't careful. He's a keeper. He's sitting on top of that brush pile.
Why are you talking like that?
That's about a 10.5 incher.
That's 3 from you.
I know it. I see I didn't have a crappie nibble on for that dude. I was going to put one on, and I was sitting on top of that brush pile, and he just hit it sitting on top. Because I wasn't more than 10 feet.
I was thinking, are we moving or is that booty?
That's maybe not a keeper. He was on top of the brush pile. Got one.
Yeah, that's the one I was probably.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be a keeper, I don't think.
Yep.
Ouch! Sorry, little dog. Finned me. Care. They hit it on the fall. There's a couple fish right there. Those are fish. Know what this is? Coming up. You see it come up? See how it keeps coming up? For years, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a perch or something coming up to the bottom of the boat. Because they always came up, but they never went back down. I finally figured out what it is. Air bubbles.
Really?
Yeah, remember I said if you see bubbles, I always knew there was bubbles out of brush piles. As they decompose, they produce gas. But I never put the connection together that those things that were coming up and never going down. And then one day, I was with somebody. I'm like, look, here they come. What is that? And then I see them, bloop, bloop. I'm like, air bubbles. Of course. That's what they are. Oh, I got a little bitty nibble. I mean, look. He was on. Did you see how it bowled my rod tip? But he didn't have the hook. He just had a hold of that crop. They definitely see how he thumped it. They definitely seem to be. Now, he might be a keeper. I doubt it. He's got to be 10 inches. Yeah, he'll be 9 1/4. You watch. He won't even be 9 1/4. I think I'm just wishful thinking. Yeah, he's more like 8. Wishful thinking. They definitely are wanting to hit it on the fall, which is good. I like it when they want to hit it on the fall. Now, I went deeper that time.
Oh my God. That's not.
He might be 10. He'll be like 9 3/4. Eight and a half. Yeah, 9. Yeah, always make sure. If I check it every time I pull it out of the water to make sure that it's straight. If my knot's not straight, I'll straighten it. No. You want it pulled back towards the hook. That way it sits straight level in the water. That makes a big difference. Because if it's hanging straight up and down, them crappie look at it and they're like, what is that? That's like some weird dead fish. I'm not eating it. And crappie won't eat hardly a dead minnow. Of course, I know what you're thinking. These ain't even alive. But they give the appearance of life. It's buoy. I'm marking the brush pile right there. There he is. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Get the net. I want to bring him to you. Awesome. You did a good job. Oh, that's a great crappie.
Ooh.
Look at there.
Man.
Hang on. Hee-haw. We're going for a ride. Now you know why we're getting ready to leave. Well guys, there you go. Not a bad day. We caught some crappie, had some keepers. We're gonna have fried fish tonight for supper, so it doesn't get any better than that. The fish, they were about where we thought they would be. We caught some, most of them was between 12 and 15 feet. So I suspect as that water warms up over the next few weeks, they will definitely be going deeper, as deep as 25, 28 feet. But that's crappie fishing. And as the weather changes, they change their patterns. You just have to stay on top of them. Until next time, have a good day.